Zordon, I'm on my way. Hey guys, Green Ranger 1701 here, back with another monthly cosplay video. If you're new here and you haven't yet, please like and subscribe. It helps this very small and humble but growing channel. Very grateful for all the support I've received so far. I've also got a new Facebook, which I'll put in the description below. It's a Facebook page, and it's going to do a little bit more about in-depth. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask. I'll be happy to engage with you and talk to you about it. Also, if you're not new here and you've been here before, please also like and subscribe if you haven't. I really do want to make this a bigger thing. I have such a huge passion for cosplay. It's something that I've always dreamed of doing, and now I'm just kind of finally getting the guts to really pull the trigger on this and seeing a lot of success so far. So that means hopefully that you're enjoying these videos, and hopefully I've earned your subscription before then, if not today. So let's get straight into it. Today is going to be the legendary Nightwing. Now, SimCosplay has several versions now. They've actually got a version 2 coming out, which has actually some really hard armor and whatnot. It's not available yet, but I am going to get it. So you'll actually get 2 reviews of Nightwing. I was being a little impatient. I've been chain watching Titans and some other things. So very exciting. You know, I didn't look at this one too much in depth. It looks like a pretty simple cosplay. It didn't look like there's a whole lot of accessories to it. This mask did not come with it. As you can see, I haven't actually opened this yet. I got this from Spirit Halloween a few years back. It's a cheapy plastic, but you'd be kind of surprised sometimes when you find these things and how well they are with form fitting. But it also has enough of a plastic material that's firm to make it look like a really legitimate superhero mask. So I always thought this thing was kind of cool. I've worn it for different things. But yeah, and as far as I know, part of the description and part of the photos that I see on SimCosplay.com, it did not have a mask that came with it. So I'm not sure if they're providing one or not. If you haven't, check out their website, www.simcosplay.com, and don't forget to use my Green Ranger 1701 code to get a 7% discount on your entire order. Okay, let's get to it. So you won't notice because the way I post is monthly and it would be a thing, but I've actually been holding on to this cosplay for over a week now and wanting to open this, but we recently had a flood in our house, and I lost probably $1,000 in autographs, and I still haven't had the guts to look at my comic book collection that got hit. So I'm just sticking to the good stuff and just hoping that all is well in the comic books. I'm just too afraid to look at it right now, but we just got the house back in order. This studio, glad you can't see the house because it is a mess, and I just barely got enough up to get this video done. So we'll see what happens there. But I'm very excited to share this with you guys. I've been wanting to rip this thing open for the whole week. I'm excited to see it too. So I love doing these unboxings for you. I think it just gives a really fair and accurate review of what I think initially, and then of course reviewing the cosplay in a secondary video. And on a side note, you know, one of my buddies gave me some little bit feedback about doing the unboxing and the review at the same time. If that is something that you would like to see in the future, definitely put that in the comments below. Let me know on my Green Ranger 1701 Facebook group page. Let me know because I don't want to make the videos too long. I don't want to lose anybody's interest. I'm not the most exciting or entertaining guy in the world. I just want to be legit about this cosplay, and I just want to be able to wear it for a bit and really get some good details so I can share some good, honest feedback as opposed to just throwing it right on and finding the mistakes or the goods, and maybe that's not my full review. So if you have a difference of opinion on that, let me know below, and I'll be happy to consider that, and maybe we can just condense the videos a little bit more. So, but definitely, obviously, you're the viewer, and I'm interested in your feedback because I love doing this, and I hope that I am somewhat entertaining. Okay, so initial view is this is pleather, which I'm okay with because it's light enough to where it's not going to get you too hot by wearing it all day, but it's also got a cool enough look to where it doesn't look super cheap, which pleather obviously, you know, is kind of cheap, but it gives that leather look. That's, you know, plastic leather type of pleather. But okay, well, I guess we'll start off with the side stuff. Okay, so these are probably part of the front. So it looks like these actually button to the suit itself. That should be interesting. I don't think I've had, I mean, aside from the Thor cosplay that I recently reviewed, where the cape actually buttons on to the top here, On the shoulders, I haven't actually seen too much of this, but this uses buttons very heavily. This is a very thin material, so it's flexy, so it'll be form-fitting. That's always a good thing. I think that's really important, honestly, because you don't want anything that's too boxy that doesn't fit well with you. Otherwise, you're going to look at it in the mirror and you're just going to be really irritated with it. Ooh, how about that? Some actual long gloves. This is not something they usually do either. Usually we get really cheap gloves, and I brought this up before, that you just get some garbage little satin or whatever have you kind of gloves that they're there to help blend the cosplay together without having bare hands. So this is pretty cool, actually. And these are kind of nice. I actually kind of like these. Let's try it on real quick. I mean, we got the chance, right? Okay. I actually really dig this. This is cool. So one quick review here. That's awesome. I wish they had done this with the White Ranger cosplay. That would have been, I mean, this would have made total sense, but maybe that's something they can modify in the future. I do toss feedback up to them about what my opinion is, as well as the opinions of my viewers, whatever you tell me, because I think that's important. How are they going to improve if they don't really know? I've actually been badgering them to fix the Batman versus Superman Batman cosplay, because the suit is correct, but the cowl is from 1989, so that's not right. And then they have another one that has Christian Bale's cosplay, or excuse me, his cowl on top of a different version of a Batman costume. So they, a little lackluster on the research sometimes, but overall they do a good job. They just need to get that fixed is all. Okay. Boot covers. No shoes on this one. Win on the gloves today, lose on the shoes today as well. I have plenty of black boots that I can wear under this. I'll still wear these, of course, for the look, but I'm not a fan of boot covers. Tell me what you think, because they move too much, and they obviously don't sit well enough on top of the shoe to really make you feel authentic. I know everybody's not staring at your shoes at a Comic-Con, but as a cosplayer, I'm sure it bothers you as well. So maybe I can just find some good sized boots to come with that. Yeah, I've never really been a fan of boot covers. They do zip in the back, which I guess is kind of a good thing for tightness. But in terms of circumference, I mean, I don't know if that'll fit. That might be too large for my calf and whatnot. My calf is not that large, so that's to be determined there. So it looks like this is going to be a shorter video. Not many accessories of this cosplay at all. So I might actually combine this with the overall review. Who knows? So here is the overall. Looks like it's a one piece. One piece is tricky when you're trying to walk around a con, especially when you have to go to the bathroom. Does go up to the neck, so that's good. Oh, so that's the back, okay. I was going to say, I'd be surprised if it zipped in the front, but it doesn't. Okay. Kind of wish it did, honestly. So, okay, here's the button pieces right here. Yeah, so these are just going to go right over the front of the cosplay. Same with the back. So it's going to button. And that's really all there is to it. I mean, it's kind of padded up here in the upper arms. Nothing in the forearms, but that's because you got the gloves, I'm sure. No padding in the chest, which is kind of surprising. Well, a little bit. There's a little bit. The rest of it is just a very thin pleather material. I really can't wait for version 2. I am going to get version 2, so if you actually want to see me get that done sooner rather than later, let me know in the comments below, because I am really excited about what I see on that. They actually gave me an exclusive look at it first, which I was really excited about, and you can actually find that on my Facebook page. I actually posted the preview photos. They're pretty cool looking. They actually got legitimate looking armor on it to give it just more of a realistic feel, so I'm really happy about that. Not much else to say. I mean, now we got to look and see if it's going to fit me right. One pieces are very tricky in that aspect. So we'll see. That's I'd much rather this been a two-piece, but I get why it's not. I mean, if you want this to look decent, obviously in the comic books you've always seen it as being a one-piece, as well as the new Titans show. If you haven't watched that, I highly recommend it. A lot of gore, a lot of sex and whatnot, which I'm not a fan of, but Really cool story and a lot better than I gave it credit for initially. I watched both seasons and I'm ready for season 3. So yeah, I guess that's really kind of the end of it. Looks like, it did come with a mask. Much smaller. And this feels much like these pieces here. The ones that go over the chest and the back. The band is the same as the one I own. So the beautiful thing about this is I have long hair. And so what I do, and if anybody of you guys have long hair out there, what I do is I put my hair half up, and then I put the band over it, and then I drop the rest of the hair over it, because when you drop your hair, it's going to at least go this far up into your face, and it's going to hide this band and make it look like it's just sitting on its own, which is a really cool look. Makes you feel a little bit more like you're in that comic book world. So this is kind of cool. We'll see how this fits. I can tell you right now, I don't think it's going to do very well because it's just flat. At least in this mask, there's a little bit of nose space back there, and it acknowledges, the curve. I doubt this is going to do great, but who knows? I could totally be wrong, but we'll see. But anyway, guys, thanks for coming by. I know this is a shorter video, but I will get another review of this cosplay out shortly. Just kind of catch it up with the different things, but excited to share this with once again. Also, if there's a specific one that you want to try out off of their website, put it in the comments below. Put it on the Facebook page. Let me know what you want to see next, and I'll do my best to accommodate. Thanks for watching.
Dragon Sword!